sort of summation of the situation today?
Yeah, obviously the start wasn't great, and I probably should have called the timeout quicker to stop that run. So obviously the start wasn't great, and I thought we did a great job clawing our way back to get it like even and make it a ball game. Then I think down the end a little bit of foul trouble didn't hurt, and obviously shooting wise again for the second game in a row we haven't shot well from the 3-point line. So some things we definitely need to clean up, but the resilience in the group and the fight back was definitely something better than what we showed last week. So there's some positives to take out of tonight's game.
Well, certainly, like you said, you were down 17-4 when you called that timeout, and then you really reversed the momentum. I think it was 15-2 or something. So what did you say, and what did you fix up in that timeout?
I think it was a case of I trust this group, and so that's why I didn't want to burn the timeout too early. I thought we were in kind of a good rhythm and just missed some shots, so I just didn't want to burn it too early because I was liking the looks that we got. I think it was more so from a defensive perspective. We missed some schemes early, which kind of got them that lead, and some of our pressure wasn't great. So it was just being able to settle back into the game plan and obviously be a little bit more physical defensively and a little bit more, I guess, focused on where we wanted the ball go in offensively.
And just a huge challenge, obviously, because on that Adelaide Lightning team, you still have someone like Steph Talbot that can guard obviously KD the way that she did, and then Rabati, we were just talking about before, really stepped up for the Lightning today to make it really tough for the bigs inside. Did you see that yourself?
Yeah, obviously Telves is a WNBA player, Opal's player. We knew what she can do at both ends of the court, and she's always going to give that. I think every single game. I coached against Shan at the Trans-Tasman, so know how physical and tough that she can be. So we knew that their record and how they played, that had some close losses, what Adelaide could do. I don't think there was anything where we didn't disrespect them. We definitely gave them the respect that we knew that they're a kind of team that, with the players that they do have, someone like Fijo can come in and hurt you, and Brazil can come in, and Dallas is obviously having a breakout season in a very short period of time that we've had. So I think that they've got the talent to do well, and they play super hard. And obviously I don't think we matched that right from the very start.
And Teige, for yourself, we've seen your journey and where you've come from as a player, and to have the opportunity to step up into the starting five for this Canberra team, and the way you played today, that was a real career-defining performance for you today, even at this point in your career.
Thank you. I was just telling Gauze that I do wish that I came alive a little bit earlier, but we definitely had a really great week of training, and credit to Gauze and the rest of the coaching staff for that personal performance for me. It's just stuff that we've been working on in training, so the reps are what ultimately show up in gameplay. So credit to them, and we'll just keep building on that.
Because you were not backward in coming forward in the press conference after the big loss last round. Teige, as a player, are you able to have those conversations and be that open and honest with each other because of the great relationships that you guys have with your coach and your coaching staff? Yes, absolutely. This is a very amazing team, and the coaching staff have done an incredible job in who they have recruited, and also just within themselves in building the relationship with each individual player. Personally, like I just said, I have all the belief and faith in Coach Gauze and the rest of the coaching staff, and they really put that belief in me as well. So absolutely, it's an incredible situation to be in. Yeah. Obviously, you didn't get the win today, but you did touch on you were happy with the things that have changed and the hard work that have been put in. You also had Tina back on court for training. You've got another 2 games coming up. You've got a lot going on. So just keep moving forward.
Yeah, I think that's what I said to the team after the game is the best thing right now is probably to get games versus as much as coaches like to practice. Players may not necessarily like to practice as much, but I think just getting in where we've got, we go home, we go to Sydney in a couple of days' time, and then on to Bendigo. I think right now, while we're at this stage, is probably we need more game reps with our group than what we do practice. There's obviously some things that we need to go and fix at the defensive end of the floor, but I think that, as I said, there's some positives to take out of tonight's game versus last week's game.
I'll jump in more. As I said, Gori, when you looked at Teige and bringing her across into the caps and that sort of thing, the things we saw this afternoon, is that kind of what you were looking for in terms of that kind of type of profile of player when you were looking at her and her time with Perth Lynx and her last Lakes Up?
Yeah, like obviously we had like Z, and then I made a target in like Teige because I knew that obviously in the small sample size that I'd seen for Perth, but also what she does in the NBL one. And people might go, it's NBL one, it's WNBL, but just her work ethic, her physicality, she wouldn't be a multi-MVP of a league if she couldn't play, and bring some really positive things to the game, both from a scoring standpoint, from a defensive standpoint. She's a great screener, she rolls really well, great finisher, and so I saw those kind of things, and we needed to build depth also. And I knew that, obviously it hasn't panned out like with Z's injury, but also those two being able to play alongside each other, but also Teige being a great backup to like Z. But I know that, we were unfortunate about Z, but I had full faith in Teige of what she could come in and like do like as a starter. And yeah, that's the reason why we brought her in, is we wanted to build depth. We knew the player and the person that she was, and just glad that she's part of the Capitals group.
How are you finding Canberra?
I love Canberra. Yeah, I really love it. Obviously, the organization has just treated me and my husband David really well. Cannot complain about a single thing with the organization. It's extremely professional. And then Canberra in itself, obviously we've missed the winter months, thankfully. So we're really enjoying the good weather right now, and the beautiful mountainous terrain is really unique to Australia and anywhere else we've lived. So in that aspect, we're enjoying it, and it actually like reminds us a little bit of the States, and we're living on campus right now too. So it's like we are back in uni ourselves.
Well, Canberra obviously suits you.
I've just been reliably informed, Teige, that is a career high for you, 15 points, beating your previous high of 14 points. So well done this afternoon on that. Gori, of course, you've got
Sydney, and Sydney, then Bendigo and Bendigo.
Right, on Thursday night.
Yep.
Yes, that's right. That'll be a big battle, obviously. They brought in a new player as well, I believe, as well. An old face from the league from a few years ago.
That I know very well. Yeah. That I know very well. Yep. Yep. Get to see Olivia Rapupa again. Great for the league. Good pickup for Sydney. Obviously, hopefully, she doesn't play as well as what she did for us.
Thanks, guys.
Easy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.